Some houses keep secrets, and there are houses that reveal them. It was an ordinary August in an ordinary village in Jaén, Spain. Maria Gomez got up, went into her kitchen, and something on the floor left her speechless. A face staring at her from the concrete. Nobody had painted it. Nobody had carved it. It was simply there. And what happened next would change Bélmez forever. Her husband tried to destroy it. He broke up the floor, chiseled it away, covered it with fresh concrete. Days later, the face had returned, as if nothing could stop it. The authorities decided to remove the floor to investigate, and what they found beneath that kitchen sent chills down everyone's spine. Human bones, the remains of people buried centuries ago, a forgotten ossuary beneath the foundations of the house. They removed them, buried them in the cemetery. They thought that would be the end of it. They were wrong. More faces appeared, not one, several, with different expressions. Some looked peaceful, others seemed to be suffering. And then came what nobody expected. The neighbors who visited the house week after week began to notice something disturbing. The faces were changing their expressions, as if they were alive. Scientists arrived, researchers. The German professor Hans Bender, a world-renowned authority on parapsychology, studied the case in depth. His verdict was clear. There was no evidence of human manipulation. Microphones were installed inside the house. The recordings captured something nobody could explain. Voices, whispers, sounds that shouldn't have been there. Chemical analyses of the concrete found no paint, no dyes, no artificial pigments of any kind. The faces were part of the material itself. But not everyone believed. Skeptics argued that it was a hoax, chemical substances reacting with moisture, a convenient story for a village that needed tourists. And they have a point. Bélmez went from being unknown to receiving thousands of visitors every year. But then comes the question nobody has been able to answer. How do you explain the faces changing their expressions? How do you explain them returning after the entire floor was destroyed? And the voices? Decades of investigation and no proof of fraud. Maria Gomez lived with those faces until the day she died, in 2004. She never changed her story. She never admitted to anything, and it is said that on the day of her funeral, a new face appeared on the floor. Today, the house is a museum. The faces are still there. They continue to change. They continue to stare at anyone brave enough to get close. An elaborate hoax carried out over decades? Or something that lies beyond everything we think we know? That is for you to decide. If this case has given you chills, you already know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you believe. Because the next case is even darker.